What's up everyone, I'm here with another episode of the Showrig on Fire. I brought 4 different multi-effects here and one amplifier, the Dual Rectifier, as you can see. And my goal here is to try to compare them and see which one is the most realistic copy from the real deal. Let's go. How is everybody out there? Hope everybody's doing great. As I said here, I brought those multi-effects. This is the Quad Cortex, the Ampero 2-stage, the HX Stomp, and the Valeton GP200X. Why I'm gonna do that? Because, you know, the goal of those modeling stuff is to replicate faithfully the amplifiers they say they are going to replicate, right? So there is different options here, different prices. And first of all, you may know, but it's very important to say there is a difference between capture and modeling. Modeling is a kind of software that go through the amplifier and try to mimic each component and deliver the same result of the real deal. A capture, which is stuff even the Quad Cortex or Ampero also do, you know, it's a snapshot of your amplifier or your rig and transform that in a digital file. So it's different because you're not going to replicate exactly amplifier, you're going to replicate a moment of the amplifier. It's another thing, it's another way to replicate an amp, but it's different, you know, it's not the same thing. Modeling is different. Modeling try to replicate when you messed up with the bass, middle, treble, presence, and gain, supposed to be exactly like the amp. It's different when you have a picture, like a capture, a profiler, whatever. You're going to increase the bass, middle, treble, whatever, after the amp was captured. So it's not going to be like the real thing, right? So at the end of the day, the goal here of those machines that have this kind of technology, because Quad Cortex has their own modeling stuff besides the captures, they offer as well modeling stuff. Same thing with Ampero, and here it's just modeling, okay? So I wish have, you know, more stuff to compare, but it's gonna be too crazy because it's already, you know, I have lots of work to put everything together. First of all, here I'm going to have the Valeton, HX Stomp, the real deal Dual Rectifier, and the Ampero and Quad Cortex that I'm going to change here, because this is this Penta 4D. It's a loop switcher that you can put different stuff in and out, right? In other words, anything here is going to be in series, everything's in parallel. So this is, first of all, it's good because you cannot lose signal or have lots of different transformation between a digital analog to digital. You know, it's going to be easier to swap in real time and show you the differences. And here I'm going to have the real deal, the Dual Rectifier, and sometimes to have a boost, because we know the Dual Rectifier is pretty muddy. I have here the mud killer just to kill the mud and boost the amplifiers and have a more metal tone. So each multi-effects here, each one of them has their own Dual Rectifier. No impulse response, same thing here, same thing here, same thing here, and everything goes into my audio interface, use the same impulse response. Otherwise, it's not going to be fair comparison if I use different impulse response for, you know, I need to use the same impulse response for everyone, even for the amplifier. Disclaimer, the video that you're going to watch right now was the video recorded for my other channel, because you may know I'm from Brazil, but I live here in the United States. I have been here for 11 years already, and I started this new channel in English because I think it makes sense. So you're going to listen my voice in English over my voice in Portuguese, otherwise it's going to be so crazy. Shoot 2 different videos for 2 different channels. Thanks for understanding. Let's go to the video, be right back. The Dual Rectifier into the impulse response. Oh, this is very important. Almost forgot to tell. Every single knob position on the HX stomp and on the quad cortex, it's almost the same position of the real amp. In another hand, the other two units end up totally different positions and very exaggerated settings trying to replicate. I feel the amp a bit louder. Let me decrease the volume a little bit. I'm very impressed with the HX Stomp and the Quad Cortex. It's really impressive how close to the real amp they are. I still think the amp's a little bit different, maybe a little less gain. Let's try. Yeah, right out of the bat I can tell Velatone and the Pero has this lack of harmonics. And I think it's a good idea. Watch this video with a pair of headphones or a decent pair of monitors. Now let's try boosted and see what happens here. Yeah, they are freaking different. They have a decent tone, but it's different. It's a matter of harmonics, not equalizer at all. Yeah, there is no place to hide here. You're gonna pay for what you get, you know. That's the thing here. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section what do you think about the differences here. Because, first of all, my 2 cents, this guy is almost the identical thing. It's impressive. The second place goes to the quad cortex. But don't get me wrong, it's pretty close to the real deal. Maybe it's some adjustment that I miss here. It's gonna be very close, but here I feel the lack of harmonics. There is so much more harmonics on the real deal, and those two guys, they are not close to replicate the complex harmonic structure of the Dual Rectifier. And at the end of the day, that shows what your money is gonna buy, you know. Don't get me wrong, I think it's amazing machines, because at the end of the day, you're going to be on the stage and nobody's going to compare. So, it works, right? It's close enough, maybe, but there is difference for sure. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this test, what you think about each one of them, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to check my stuff on those digital streaming platforms. or even my store. If you want to keep this channel running, buy some stuff from my store. You can even buy my new album, the Carbon Punch Acceleration, the vinyl version. It's very beautiful, red, and there was amazing stuff on the album, and pictures and arts and everything. Show some love, go there and buy a t-shirt or a sticker or whatever. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time.